Today I fucked up by getting stuck on my roof. Okay, so this actually happened yesterday, but I've only just mentally recovered enough to speak about it. So it was a sunny day, and in my flat the only place the sun really hits is the window facing onto the roof and the street below. I decided, obviously, to sit on my windowsill with the window wide open and get some sunbathing in. I don't spend that long on the windowsill because I get hungry and I decide to go back in, swinging my legs round back into my living room. Somehow I manage to knock my phone off the edge with my hand, and it goes fucking flying further onto the roof. My flat is on the top floor and the roof slants for a bit and then is just kinda flat, so it's not the most dangerous roof out there. Obviously I'm not just gonna leave my phone out there, cause what if it rains, like I need my phone, man. Anyway, I go and get it by scooting over to it really slowly, so I don't trip and fall off the edge. I'm being so safe about it, surely nothing could go wrong. Well, as I get out from under the window, which opens upwards, I must have knocked it, and it fucking flies shut. Not fully, but it closes the latch which you need to push up to open it. My jaw has never dropped so fast in my life, because of fucking course this happens to me. Of course this happens when all of my flatmates are out of town. I panic a little, but I'm like, I just need to push up the latch from below, it'll be fine. I find some kinda metal bar further on the roof, because this building is falling apart, seconds away from just straight up disintegrating. I manage to slip my hand through the tiny gap in the side and try with all my strength to push the latch up. When I tell you I was sat for like 20 minutes trying to push this latch up, I am not joking. My hand and arm is all scratched up because of it. Well, I get nowhere with that metal bar, so I decide to call my friend, who has a lot more common sense than me. They tell me to call 999, so I do. I'm already embarrassed because I've been stuck on this fucking roof for long enough already, and now I have to tell the authorities how I managed to get stuck on the roof like a dumbass. They come 5 minutes later, sirens and all, and they call me again. I scoot closer to the edge and wave down at them, and on the phone I tell them I can just chuck my keys down to them so we don't have to shut down the entire road to get me down. Nope. They put up fucking safety tape, and they start fucking maneuvering the cherry picker, cool name ICL, to come get me. I'm actually considering just jumping off at this point. I'm so embarrassed. Not only have I done the dumbest thing imaginable and locked myself on the roof, literally everyone in the entire city has come to see what the fuck is happening. Like there is a crowd waiting outside the tape just watching me. I get on the cherry picker and I get down, which is actually quite cool that I got to go on that. If I wasn't so humiliated I would have enjoyed it NGL. After I got down I was so set to run back into my flat and just never leave it again, but of course the police have to ask me if I'm suicidal, so I have to tell them, no, I'm just a complete fucking moron. They probably agreed with me honestly, I wouldn't blame them. Anyway, I obviously told everyone in my life about this because it's kinda fucking hilarious now that I think about it. I don't think my parents are very proud of me anymore, but whatever, they raised me like this, so it's kinda their fault. Too long did not read. Got stuck on the roof on the busiest street in my city, and the fire department had to save me. Edit. Got lectured by my landlord and told, not to go onto the roof. If you need to get your phone back, to contact them. Now how am I going to contact them if my phone's on the roof, huh? Edit 2. Thanks for the gold, not too sure what it means but. Exclamation mark. Sure. They could have unlocked your house with your keys, but they had already taken the time and effort to drive the truck and equipment there. I'm sure they just saw it as an opportunity to do some training, practicing. Human version of cat stuck up a tree. Thanks for the laugh. This is hilarious, thanks for sharing. How far up do you live? I don't think my parents are very proud of me anymore, but whatever, they raised me like this, so it's kinda their fault. More you folks need to know this and more parents need to understand this. Today I fucked up by falling in love with my friend with benefits. My friend, 22F, and I, 22M, met during our first year of college. We were in the same class and sat next to each other on the first day. We had the same interests, the same thoughts on mostly everything, so we became close very quickly. Another thing we have in common is that we are both bisexuals. I have always been comfortable with my sexuality and never wanted to keep it a secret. I told her after we've known each other for 2-3 months, and she also told me the fact that she is bi. Thanks to that, we became even closer. We started to talk more on other topics, sex. She's a top while I'm a bottom, and we had both ended our relationships of 1 and 2 years. One day when we went out for a drink, she started saying that she's pretty pent up, and has been thinking about sex frequently. I then said that I feel the same and asked why don't we become FWB as a joke. I thought she wouldn't remember it given that she was pretty drunk at that point. I called her an Uber and sent her home safely. The next morning she texted me back thanking me for sending her home, and saying that she wanted to become FWB if that's okay with me. I mean, we haven't had sex for a long time, which we have already admitted with each other, and she's also my type. Long hair, wear glasses, nice smile. There weren't any reasons for me to say no, so I agreed. Fast forward to when we decided to meet up for sex. She said that she is experienced with pegging from her previous relationships, so we can do that if I want to. Obviously I said yes. My previous girlfriends never agreed to even try. The sex was good. No, it was amazing. Our body compatibility was off the roof. She is better at sex than any other partners I have ever had, and it wasn't awkward when we switched roles. After that day, the thought that this might be a bad idea came to my mind a few times, but the sex was just too good. It has been over 6 months since we started being FWB. I've noticed that I can't wait to see her again after every time we did it. Whenever I see her at class, my heart beats like crazy and I lose control of myself. When I don't see her, I want to know what she's doing. I constantly think about her. I know that I'm in love with her, and I'm not a person who can keep their feelings to themselves. 3 days ago, when I had enough courage to tell her how I felt, she sent me a text saying she wanted to meet up. She told me that she is seeing someone and we can still be friends, just not FWB. I wanted to tell her about my feelings, but the thought that everything might change scared me. I congratulated her and left after that. We still talk when we have class together, but she also talks a lot about her lover now, and my heart drops every single time she mentions them. I'm not planning to break them apart or anything. The person she's seeing is really great, and I'm happy for her. It's just that unrequited love hurts, that's all. Now I'm regretting becoming FWB with her. I didn't know it would turn out like this. Too long did not read. Today I fucked up by falling in love with my FWB. Now she has a lover and I can't do anything about it. In addition to telling her how you feel, it's okay as a friend to set boundaries. Tell her how you feel. Tell her that you enjoy her friendship, but hearing all about her love life is a hard limit. Those feelings probably going to stick around until you have a new partner. Hormones are a bitch. Classic schmosby. Coming from an older person with regrets. Tell her how you feel. Might not be the answer you can want, but at least you tried and you'll know. A story like that has never been heard of. Today I fucked up, got a butt plug stuck inside my girlfriend. So this happened Sunday night, so maybe not today, but you get the point. Little bit of context, I've been a large advocate for butt stuff and fun. Girlfriend on the other hand is open to experimenting but isn't the biggest fan. She consents to partakes in butt stuff for my pleasure only when she's drunk. But anyways. Edit. Consent was given before the intoxication. She's just more open and comfortable to do it when she's drunk. Apparently it's less painful, easier for her. Had my girlfriend's birthday over the weekend, so we decided to go on a little trip with her friends. Don't really get time together, so of course at the end of the night you know what's going down lol. Fast forward a little bit and we decide it's time for some butt stuff. Great, nothing we haven't done before. So here I pull out her butt plug and stick it where it should be. After a while it seems like it keeps falling out. No biggie, let's just push it back in, I think to myself. Now here is where I fucked up. I don't know if she did something with her butt that loosened it up, or maybe I was just super into it. Usually when I put it in it naturally stops once the plug is at then end. Well, this time it didn't. I pushed the plug back inside, and the bottom half of it just fell in. Enter panic. So here I am trying to analyze the predicament, trying to quickly and desperately grab a hold of the plug. My girlfriend at this point is completely silent and is quietly asking me what happened. I'm totally freaking out, but I try to calmly tell her that the plug is now stuck inside of her at the moment. She starts to hyperventilate and this kicks off a bit of a panic attack, that will continue to last another half hour afterwards. I decide that maybe if I were to push it out from inside the other hole we'd be able to get it out. Lo and behold it works. But not till after it gives the current hole a bit of a stretch. She lets out a bit of a cry, goes right into the fetal position. I do my best to slide under and give her some support, but that's about all I do to keep her comfort. By the time we went to bed she was ready for another round and was fine by the morning. But I think it's safe to say butt stuff is off the table for now. Circa be careful and hold on to those butt plugs, ladies and gentlemen. Too long did not read. I might have pushed a butt plug too far into my GF's butt and it got stuck. This is why you only use a T-shaped base butt plug. First and foremost, if y'all are going to do anal play, most recommend only playing with these. The base prevents it from getting swallowed inside. To this day, I don't understand why more butt plugs don't come with a short lanyard for this exact reason. I thought this was radiology for a minute lol. It's my girlfriend's birthday, so we decided to have some sex that is only pleasurable for me and she can only tolerate while under the influence of alcohol, and has openly admitted to only doing because I like it. You're a tool. She consents, only when she's drunk. Buddy, that ain't consent.